everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be a watercolor speed paint. I haven't done one of these for a while, so I'm really looking forward to sharing it with you guys. And this is part of the Art Addicts Alliance. And if you're not familiar with the Art Addicts Alliance, it is a group of YouTube artists who get together once a month to do a drawing based on a common theme, and you can actually vote for the theme. Definitely check out the video description. There'll be a link to the Facebook and the poll where you can vote for next month's theme. And we're also taking suggestions for a future theme. So if you have an idea for a theme that we should draw based on, definitely let me know. Leave that in the description below and I'll make sure it gets back to the group. It would be really helpful, so definitely let us know. But yeah, this month's theme for the Art Addicts Alliance is Constellations, and I was really looking forward to this one. I actually voted for it in the last month's poll, so I was really excited when it won because I just had so many really cool ideas. I actually didn't have a specific constellation in mind, but I know that from my childhood, last time I paid attention to constellations, I know that they had drawings kind of associated to the formation of the constellations, and I just really wanted to find something kind of obscure and do my own version of that type of drawing. So that was kind of like something cool, and I thought it'd be really interesting. When I first went onto search and found a bunch of constellations to look at, the one that really popped out at me and just instantly made me inspired and want to draw it was actually a really common one, which is Capricornus or Capricorn. It was a drawing of a goat head with a fish body, and I mean, I haven't really paid too much attention to the zodiac or the horoscopes recently to really notice, and I guess I don't really notice Capricorn much. I'm an Aquarius, so I usually know that's the water bearer, but when I saw that, I was just like, that's really cool because I can draw a mermaid. It totally fits in with my side project, which is I'm still working on mermaid book. So more mermaids is definitely better to add to the book. And yeah, I had a lot of fun drawing this. I actually started the drawing by opening it in Procreate. I took the image from the internet with the constellation formation from into Procreate, and then I just kind of traced the constellation formation into Procreate and then just tried to draw my mermaid following that formation. The same way that the drawing online kind of follows that formation, so that the image looks like this is the actual drawing that is associated with the formation, if you get what I mean. I thought that was really fun. It was really interesting, and it was a lot easier than I thought it would be. It was kind of a simple drawing in the end, but I'm really happy with it, and I think it really kind of, you know, represents Capricornus the way I would want to. I think it's really fun. So like I said, I started the drawing in Procreate, but I didn't actually show that in this video. I'm not sure if I should show the whole process because I feel like since it starts as a digital drawing, some people might like click into the video and see that it's digital and then like leave because they're not interested. So I'm a little bit unsure how to go about that, and I also felt like it was a little too sped up by including like the tracing from the sketch onto the watercolor paper and then the inking. So I wasn't sure if I should include all that. So I definitely want to know from you guys if you want to see the full process like that, or you prefer to just see the coloring. In this video, I decided to just show the coloring because I felt like it would be nice and slow so you could see it a little bit easier and it'd be a little bit easier to watch. But definitely let me know, because that's something I've really been anxious about recently, and I'm really not sure what direction to go for future videos. So definitely leave me a comment below if you prefer to see the whole process or just the coloring part for sure. So when it comes to the drawing, like I said, I started Procreate, then I transferred onto watercolor paper, then I inked it. I inked it with dip pens. That was a lot of fun. I've been really enjoying my dip pens. I really wish I could get my dip pens to work with markers, but I cannot find ink that will work. And then I started to do the coloring. When it came to the coloring, I'm using mostly Daniel Smith watercolor paint, and I also have two colors from Schmincke Horadam watercolor as well. I'm also using Arch's cold press watercolor paper, and it's actually only the second time I've ever used this watercolor paper. I'm actually I'm struggling with it. I'm really struggling with it. I'm so used to like cellulose watercolor paper and the cheaper watercolor papers that I am having a lot of trouble with the higher end type. I don't know if it's just Arch's or it's just my paper, but I definitely feel like the paint lays on it differently. Not in a bad way all the time. I feel like it spreads on the paper so much easier and there's a lot less streaking, and it's just kind of a joy to work with in that way. But when it comes to certain colors with heavy granulation, it just settles on this paper in a unhappy way. The first color I put down was the Lunar Black by Daniel Smith, and I usually love that color. It's very granulating, but on cheaper paper it still kind of holds the pigment and looks nice. But on this paper, twice now I've tried to use it on Arches watercolor paper, and both times it settled into the cracks and just became like noise. And I was so frustrated. That is not what I wanted. The original idea when I started coloring this Capricorn was that I wanted the background to be black and her tail to be like a dark blue, like the sky. But it just didn't work. The black did not come out black enough, and the other colors that I have that are like quote unquote black weren't nice enough, and I could not for the life of me mix one for some reason. So I kind of had to change it and go with a different idea, and I just ended up using the dark blue for the background. So I first put on the Lunar Black, and then afterwards, once it was dry, I layered on Mayan Blue Deep, which is a bit of an expensive Daniel Smith color, but I absolutely love this color. One of the downfalls is that the Mayan Blue Deep can dry pretty dull looking, but I find on the Arches it's a little bit nicer than on the cheaper paper. It's not as dull. And I also find that if you just layer like 2 or 3 times the deep color that I want, at least, it comes out, especially if I do thick layers. So I was happy with that, but then I had to search online to see what other colors I could use, and I was trying to figure out what colors might be associated with Capricorn, and I saw that brown wasn't associated with Capricorn. So I mixed the brown color for her hair, and then I really wasn't sure what color for the rest of her body to use. So I searched again to try to find Capricorn Mermaid, see what other people might have used. And it's so weird, but a little image of a game I used to play. It's like a mermaid game and you collect mermaids. I don't remember what it's called, maybe like Mermaid World or something. I used to love that game. It was like the best. It was so cute. They actually had a Capricorn Mermaid with brown hair and a yellow tail. And I thought that was so cute, so I just kind of copied it. I went with a gold yellow tail for her, and I mixed that quite a few times with different colors in my palette to get like the brightest, nicest gold color, and I was really happy with what came out. I also did experiment with the mixes for her skin tone for this one, and I was happy with it, but at the end I ended up going over the skin tone with a slight glaze of the same color as her tail, which I think just brought it all together. And I put the brown that I used for her hair in her cheeks and for her blushing, and I just feel like that really just brought it all together, and it just all looks so good in the end. So yeah, I'm really happy with this one. I hope you guys like it too, and definitely let me know what you think about, you know, if you want to see the whole process of the video or you just want to see the coloring. And don't forget to check out the Art Addicts Alliance. The Facebook page is down below, and you can also check out everybody else's videos. There's lots of videos posted now, so definitely check it out. I'll leave a playlist and a link to everybody's channel, so check them out, send them some love. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.